All right, hello everybody, and welcome to episode number 32 of the PTFootyPodcast. With me here today, we got Kevin.
Thank you for the intro, Peterson. Hey, Sam, welcome back. How's everybody doing?
Oh my God. We hold on. Sorry. All right, we got Sam as well.
Hello, thanks for introducing me, Peterson.
Oh, shut the hell up. And we got a special guest, Zach.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
All right, Zach, you might want to drop your ad. You might want to drop your ad and stuff so people know you.
You know what? Just follow. I've got a website up, so check out breakinglines.com and check out the Twitter account BREAKINGIINES Breaking Lines, but with an I instead of the L because we couldn't get that ad. So yeah.
All right, so we brought him in like last minute stuff because he messaged me, or I messaged him and then he replied. He's a big fan of the Portuguese league. What brought you into liking our league, Zach?
You know, I feel like people say, Portuguese league, Liga Nos, I guess, isn't a top 5 league, but I think there's a lot of stuff that it does better than like Bundesliga or Ligue 1 or, even Serie A. And I think there's a lot more, it deserves a lot more credit than it gets. So I've always been very intrigued with it, especially with how they bring up young players, I think. I don't know, a few players I think got me interested in the league. I think Andre Gomes, of course. On Benfica, of course. I think when I started really getting into it was when I saw I heard a lot of Benfiquistas talking about this kid and how he was gonna make his debut. And so I tuned into the game and I saw this kid Renato Sanchez score this banger on his debut, and I was like, wow, this kid is gonna be good. So I really followed Liga Nos after that, and it's been like one of my favorite leagues, probably second favorite after La Liga, to be honest.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, especially since you're American. Do you have any ties with Portugal? No, right?
I don't know. I mean, I got Italian blood. I know Spanish. I taught myself Spanish, but I don't have any ties with Portugal or Brazil. I just like the league.
So there you go. That's pretty cool. Not something you see every day. So it's pretty cool that you followed the league. I might also ask you before we get into a separate club or an actual club. What do you think are the biggest prospects, or like one player from each club of the big three that you think is going to be the next big thing?
Let's see. I got my favorites. I mean, if you want to dig deeper than just like first team, check out my scouting report and my tactical analysis video of Daniel Bragança on Breaking Lines. But I think on Sporting, Gilson Martins, he's just a sure bet. I would put down real money to say that this kid is going to be elite one day. As for Benfica, they've got a few sure bets as well. I mean, I'm a Barca fan, and I remember for years, Barca fans who watched the B games would just talk about Grimaldo like he was some beast, and it turns out, wow, he actually is a beast. But I'm going to go with Semedo, actually. He's been one of my favorites. I would love him at Barca. I think he's better than both of our right backs, and I think he's just got everything it takes to be the best right back in the world, honestly. And as for Porto, it's maybe tougher, this one.
They're all bad. It's okay.
Personally, I like. I like Neves a lot, but he isn't playing as much as I would have liked him to. I mean,
he got injured, by the way, as well. So
yeah, I know. I saw he just got injured for like a month or something. His performance against Chelsea was just world class. actually wrote a lengthy scouting report on him for Breaking the Lines. Otavio. I think that he lacks end product right now, but he's just got so much talent. So I would go with Otavio. I think that's my favorite though. In terms of surest bets, like that I just like place a bet like that this kid is gonna be elite. Diego Jota. Yeah.
Mm.
He's gonna be really good. Yeah.
What was the first Liga NOS game you watched?
Liga NOS. 2013, 2014 maybe. I can't remember. I mean, but I think it was probably the Lisbon Derby. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Did Benfica win?
I'm not sure. You know what? I think it may have been the one where Gomes scored that banger. That's how I like really started to get into Gomes and get into Portugal as well. I mean, and he's been like one of my favorite players, Andre Gomes. And I'm more than ecstatic that he's finally at my club in Catalonia, you know.
Yeah, because Kevin doesn't like Andre Gomes.
I don't like him either.
And Sam doesn't either. So
I just think he's all right.
all right.
Well,
He's mediocre.
He was bad at the Euros.
Yes.
In my
Yeah,
opinion.
well, he only played once. I mean, you know, or he played like what 2 or 3 games or something. He had a man of the match performance against like what Austria or something. Like he had one man of the match performance. I remember. But
what made you like Andre Gomes, Zach?
I just think like, I mean, I understand that like he was just absolute trash in the Europa League final against Sevilla. I mean, I saw the game, I saw the performance and whatnot, but he's just so talented, honestly. And he's like, I think that for my club, we had really been for Barcelona, we'd been lacking a player who can really fill in Xavi's shoes as like a controller. I think when Gomes started getting a lot of attention was as Valencia in his first season at Valencia, and he was like really just having an elite season. And it was the same time where, okay, we've got like a few months left until Xavi leaves, so we need a player like that. I would have signed him that summer. We waited a summer and then we signed him, but I think he's really scraped off the cobwebs, and now he's finally a starter for us. So I'm very happy. I think there's a lot more to come, and I don't know if he'll be able to fill the shoes, but we'll just have to see. If I had to spend it again, I would spend that 60 million again and buy Gomes though. I believe in this kid.
All right. I was gonna ask you if you watch like other teams like Chaves or Braga, maybe Guimarães.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Chaves is just got like, wow, they've, I think in terms of like underdog teams this season, just across Europe, I don't know, maybe Guingamp or Nice in France, they're one. There aren't many others though. I think that you could argue that Chaves have been the best underdog team in Europe, really. I just love their style. It's kind of like Leicester, I think, just like fight to the last minute. That's just my take. And of course, Braga have been developing for quite some time. And so I like Braga's style too. But I think that this Chaves team could really do something this season. Yeah.
Yeah, because they are in the Taça Portugal semifinals.
Yeah, they are
up against Guimarães, so it's gonna be a good game.
Oh yeah, Guimarães. That's
And I have a question, if I
Go
may.
right ahead.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 questions. The first, if you guys are looking for a striker, Porto will sell you guys the Patra for a bargain price, 40 mil. That's to make a quick buck. So
I don't think the Patra could possibly be worse than Alcaceres right now, so we might look into that.
And my other question is, between Braga and Guimarães, who do you think out of the 2 is the better club?
Ooh.
Out of the 2 is, I mean, That's tough. I mean, I think that I prefer Simao personally, or I mean, I think my grip with the Guimarães manager Pedro Martins is that he doesn't start Miguel Silva, who I think like he's better. He's the best young goalkeeper in the league. Besides
Maybe
Ederson, of course. Besides Ederson, of course.
and Jessa, maybe. Is he better than Jessa?
Yeah, I mean, that's just me. I think he's really complete. So I just wish he would start Miguel Silva more. But I would probably have to go with Braga, to be honest. I think I would argue that it's probably a better run club, and I mean they've got some real talents on their side.
The only thing they're missing are real fans.
Oh, damn.
That's tough. We need to get a Braga fan on here to balance that out.
Braga has good fans, like that old lady.
Don't. Oh my god, that old lady.
I forgot her name.
I don't know her name as well. Yeah, Zach.
I mean, I like Ferreira and Horta. I mean, maybe they've got more to. I don't know if they're
Zach,
top level prospects, but you know.
Do you know Andre Pinto? I think the center back from Braga as well. I don't know if you remember him.
I know he just I do, and I think he's the vice captain of Braga, and I know that he just signed a Bosman transfer today. I think with Sporting, is that right?
Yeah. Supposedly, that's why I wanted to ask you what you thought of him. If you remember much of what you saw from him.
Right. I think that I'd always been more impressed with Ferreira personally, but I mean, I honestly think that this Sporting team's like their defense, it's not that good. I mean, they're doing well. I mean, Coach and Semedo right now, it might be the best center back pairing in the league. I mean, I don't think it's like I don't get me wrong here. I think Lindelof is a much better defender than both of them. But I'm saying right now, I like the balance. Honestly. So yeah, that's just what I'd say. About that.
Do they keep Coates though? Because they might not. Because supposedly
You know
Benfica's interested in him.
Coates really isn't that good. I don't know why Benfica's interested in them. But I like Bruno Wilson too. I believe he's at the B team. He could. I mean, Portugal. You know, they've got a real tough dilemma. You know, what are they going to do with when Pepe and Fonte leave, which is going to be in really a few years, maybe by the time the World Cup is over. And I think Bruno Wilson might have the potential to get there. But he's kind of like Semedo. I think the problem is just, he's good on the ball and he's, maybe good at headers, but he just doesn't really have that concentration. I think that's the problem. Sorry, what was your question again?
Yeah, it was just saying if they hold on to Coates because of the Benfica interest.
Oh, yeah. I really like this kid, Branimir Kalaika. I think that Benfica would be wiser to just let him develop and grow than sign Coates. I mean, Coates is good, but, I think that,
I think they might be looking
much
for
higher.
I think they just might be looking for experience because he's always going to retire at the end of the year, and we don't know what's going to happen with Lindelof. And now we're going to have his Lisandro, Jardel, and Kalaika.
And Kalaika, yeah. So I guess in that aspect, it's a good move, but I mean, he'll probably start for maybe the first season. But I think Kalaika really has a shot to break in. I mean, we saw just like with Lindelof. I mean, he just shot in there, out of nowhere, really. I mean, I remember he was fourth or fifth choice, and suddenly he's starting against Bayern and actually playing well. I mean, that's crazy.
Everybody got injured. Everybody got injured.
Yeah, everybody got injured. I will say with Coates, I mean, he didn't. I don't think England was the right move for him. It kind of stalled his development a little bit, but I think that there aren't many better countries than Uruguay right now when it comes to just producing quality center backs. I mean, Coach is having a great season. Jimenez, before his mistake against Bayern, was probably the best young center back in football. Lemos, I really like this kid, Mauricio Lemos.
Yeah.
From
is it West Palm?
From
no, what is it? I know what you're talking about. I know who you're talking
might
about.
have like the highest potential out of all of these players.
Yeah.
On Braga is good too, and
oh yeah.
There's one player, I think, Cabasso from like Nacional in Uruguay, I think. But yeah, they've got a lot of good players in that area, and they've also got other good midfielders too, like Torreira and Bentancur. So I guess from that aspect, yeah, Coach would be a good signing, but I think there are better players that Benfica could sign. And
all right,
yeah.
All right. So I also forgot that Benfica also have another center back. I can't remember his name. Ruben Pinto, I think. There's also on the fringes. He's
right.
All right. So unless you guys got any other questions for him, I think we can go ahead and start talking about the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start with Benfica here real quick. They beat Tondela 4-0. Yeah, we were last for like 3 weeks, so come on.
You'll be last forever.
Shut up. Benfica 4-0 Tondela, Jonas, Pizzi, and Mitroglou? I can't remember who scored. No, Rafa. There we go.
and it's Golasso.
Yeah, it was. Shut the hell up. All right.
Oh, wasn't.
So Ederson in goal, Nelson Semedo, Luizão, Lindelof, and Andre Almeida across the back. Pizzi and Samaris in the midfield. Zivkovic and Servi. Mitroglou and Jonas up top. Very difficult game until Benfica just managed to get that first goal. After that, it was pretty easy. Tondela looked very solid defensively, but never really threatened up front. They had a goal, but it was rightfully ruled offside, unlike last week. So it was fine. Benfica played a decent game. Pizzi was off again. I think that comes a lot from having Samaris behind him, which doesn't really let him be himself. Mitroglou came off injured, which kind of sucks. Hope it's nothing lengthy, but yeah. And Zivkovic had another tremendous game. And I might as well ask you, Zach, what do you think of Zivkovic?
Oh boy, what don't I think of Zivkovic? I mean, he honestly has Ballon d'Or potential. I'm sorry, but I mean, end product machine. I mean, look, when I think of best crossers in the game today, I would say maybe Di Maria, De Bruyne, James, but we should honestly start talking about Andrija Zivkovic in this. I mean, he's just. I really wish, I would swap Halilovic for him. I mean, I love Halilovic. I don't know if it's gonna work out for him, but Zivkovic, he's remarkable. I think that he might have even a higher ceiling than Gelson. When I just look at how complete he is and consistency, I'm just bewildered by how complete he is at just like what 20? Is that he's 20, right?
Yeah, he's like 20. Yeah.
That's actually crazy. I mean, I remember, and I think that it shouldn't have taken this much time for him to like settle. But I mean,
think it was because of the injury. It set him off a little bit, and then because Salvi was performing, Servi was performing, and then Rafa came in. So, and you also had Carrillo, which people wanted to see. So it kind of forced Zivkovic down the pecking order.
For me, over Salvio, over Servi, over Rafa, and maybe in a few months, maybe even over Gaetan. I would take Zivkovic over pretty much any other young forward. To be honest, I mean, and he's pretty small too. He's only he is 5'7", right?
Yeah, it's like 5'6", 5'7", yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's like, and now we're getting like a lot of players. Like, okay, who's the next Robben? Is it that guy Riccardo Orsolini that Juve just signed? Is it Berardi, the other guy? I think it might be Zivkovic, but I mean, he's just so smart. He does that. It's the same. Like Robben, so good at cutting in and he's just an effective player. You could argue that I believe it was a free signing, right? It was a free transfer.
It cost like 5 million with agent fees and all that. But like it was a free signing. It just took Benfica a lot of money to get the agent to get him to sign for Benfica.
But I guess in terms of quote unquote free signings, I'm not sure there was a better. Maybe I'm missing someone, but I really am not sure there was a better free signing this summer or last summer than Zivkovic.
Yeah.
And he's gonna. Let me tell you, he's gonna give Dortmund some problems. He's gonna make Tuchel. He's gonna give him many a sleepless night.
All right. By the
scary.
way, I might just well ask you this as well. Do you think Benfica has a good chance of Dortmund, or is it like a shoo-in that Dortmund are through?
I honestly said Benfica were going to go through before the Grimaldo injury. Now we've got the best teenager in football against against Eliseu, who's don't get me wrong, I like Eliseu, but he seems overweight, washed up.
Eliseu, the man's not going to be happy with you.
I know he's not going to be happy with me, but I think that's just going to be just scary.
We might see Andre Almeida play there,
through, though. So. I hope they do. But Ousmane against Grimaldo, I'd have loved to see. I think Ousmane is going to ruin Eliseu, though.
All right.
Unless Almeida plays, which we'll see.
I mean, Almeida did do quite well against Chelsea, so who knows?
Yeah, who knows? We'll see.
By the way, Zach, I don't know if it's your phone that keeps vibrating. If you,
yeah, I'll try to.
All right, yeah, if you could just.
I silenced it. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So just making sure. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got kind of lost. Okay.
You are lost.
Right. Ged's getting sold to PSG. What do you think about that?
Me? Okay. I will say I don't like the transfer, to be honest with you. I don't think that any party really likes this really likes this transfer besides Benfica, who just need money. I don't think Gedge wants to go. I think
he definitely not.
I think
you see his face in the pictures. It's just so he's so bugged out.
Yeah, and I mean I like Gedge. I think it was funny how people talked about him as like the best teenager in the world when he wasn't even starting, but he actually has really found his feet this season. Benfica, it's like players dropping like flies in terms of injuries. He's been just a constant. I think he's just, when you look at just the aguiluchos, is that how you say it? Aguiluchos, of like the past few years, there really aren't that many.
You might want to explain what that means, by the way, in case people don't know.
Oh, okay, sorry. Aguilucho, I believe that means just like a Benfica product. I mean, because like, I guess in Portuguese that mean like eagle or something, or I mean I know Benfica are the Aguiles.
Yeah, Aguiles, yeah.
But as someone who enjoys Gonçalo Guedes, I don't think it's a good move for him, and he's gonna be playing my club, of course, Barcelona. I don't think we'll see him on
bound
the pitch,
to score.
Though.
He's gonna score.
Well,
he plays his
player. He's a big game player.
I mean, he scored against Atletico Madrid.
Oh yeah, he did. I remember that goal. I mean, and he's like, so I'm just not sure if he's technical enough for France, honestly. When I look at France,
it's better than England though. It's like a better move than England.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But I don't know if he's technical enough. For me, that's what always put me off until he really changed his role. He just isn't technical enough. for France. And when you look at France, you got like, I mean, maybe you'll adapt his game, but look at France. You've got these most talented ballers like Ousmane, who just left. Thomas
Oh,
Lemar,
Dembele, that's what you're talking about. Sorry.
Dembele, yeah,
Yeah,
Ousmane
I got a
Dembele.
little bit. I was starting to figure out who the hell that
Oh
guy
no,
was, and I was like, oh,
Thauvin,
Dembele, right? Yeah.
Thauvin. I mean, it is the most talented league in the world.
Yeah, but he's gonna be playing next to Di Maria, so it doesn't really have to be that technical.
I don't think Di Maria's. I mean, I think that this move was good for maybe PSG because they wanted to sell Di Maria. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a deadline day sale of Di Maria, honestly, because he just looks so out of it. So what I will say about Getch, I'm not sure if he's suited to France. He's got acceleration. He's a quick player. I think his shot has really improved, and I think that's what has really skyrocketed his value. But I will say that if you want something to believe in Getch, it's that he's just a good gig. He's a good big game player, and he's got an elite mentality. Honestly, this move might damage his progress, but and honestly, I have not been such a fan of Kluivert's signings at PSG, and not a big fan of Emery's work either. But
which is surprising because he was so good at Sevilla.
he
But
was so good at Sevilla. I mean,
yeah.
I think this Draxler move, it's proving to have its worth though, and but I don't see where he fits in, to be honest, unless maybe
he might
does
just play him behind Cavani or something. I mean, he doesn't have
Well,
to
where
play
though?
every game.
So like
It's just
Lucas and
second
Draxler
striker.
on the wings. What? So you do
Yeah.
4-4-2?
Yeah, maybe 4-4-2. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe.
Or
I mean,
a
maybe like
4-2, 3-1.
you
Maybe
play him on
kind
the
of
10 role then. Or...
Yeah, or 10, or maybe a false striker every now and then.
Yeah. I mean, he's clearly best as like someone who finds space. I think.
Mhm.
I mean, I've been following Getch since like 2014 maybe. And he's really evolved this season. I wasn't really following the hype, for the majority of it, but
Mhm.
this season under Vitoria, he stepped up. He's done a good job in the first half of the season, and he's really found his footing. So I think he deserves this PSG move. Do I think that it's the right move for him? I don't see it yet. I don't know who I'd maybe have him instead for. Maybe Spain, I don't know, or Italy.
But then again, if you would put him in Spain, you probably Atletico Madrid, and then again, like nobody's playing for
No,
Atletico.
I would not let him go to Atletico Madrid.
Exactly.
I think that,
but that's like
Simeone's...
the more likely
yeah,
place he would land if he went to Spain. So
that is true, especially because Simeone does have a lot of Portuguese. I mean, like Diogo Jota and Andre Moreira. Off the top of my head, he's probably got more too.
By the way, if you want to say Jota with that actual Portuguese accent, it's Jota, not Jota. If you want to just letting him know.
Doesn't matter.
Peter, you're so rude,
No,
man.
I'm just saying because he
Peterson.
wants. No, because he said
I
he
forgot.
wants to learn Portuguese and Portuguese pronunciation, so I'll just help him.
Okay, wait, Shota or what?
Jota.
Shota.
Shota.
Yeah, Shota.
Yeah, Jota.
Or you could just tell
Yeah,
Peter to go
Jota.
screw himself.
No, because he said he wanted to learn.
That's Kevin's favorite accent right there.
Hey, Zach can cover for me. What did he tell me?
No. I asked him to tell me more like Portuguese pronunciation. Is like no, it's Hofa, not Rafa. Okay, so it's Shota.
Yeah, Jota.
And Jota.
Yeah,
There you
Jota.
go.
There you go. That was spot on. But
Can you say? Can you pronounce Colingo and vouchers?
Shut up! Don't. Zach. He's just messing with you. But yeah, so Ged's move to PSG was worth it, like for what he's been doing, but probably not the right move. Is that it?
Yeah. He's not like a talented ball carrier like Hoffa or Kilson, but he knows how to I wrote a scouting report on him for Bring Lines actually, and I just think that I love his shot. which is why I actually think he might be able to have a better career than Gilson or Rafa, because he's just got a great shot on him.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's what's worth believing in.
All right. So, all right. So I think that's like really it for Benfica talk. I mean, they really much for anything else. I mean, because I talked to you pre-podcast, and we already like covered Pedro Pereira, which you think that he's gonna be a very good player.
Pedro Pereira?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, Benfica were linked with João Pereira as well, the goalkeeper, but we're not sure if it's going to happen there. So, I mean, we got to wait and see if anything comes up. If Benfica, like, sign anybody, I'll make sure to make an article on that, like, make you force you to make an article.
Yeah.
Why not? Have you write for our own website. So,
sure.
All right, let's move on to Porto then. Kevin must be buzzing about it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, right? All right.
Not literally, but go ahead.
Oh, my God. All right, so Porto beat Rio Ave in a very difficult game, which I think it was. I think, Kevin, can you agree with me? It was a difficult game? It was a difficult game. All right, so I don't remember who scored the goals besides Marcano.
Jesus.
It was Felipe, Marcano, Danilo, and the other
Rui Pedro.
kid. Yeah, the kid.
Oh, Rui Pedro.
Yeah, supposedly everybody wants to sell him already. All right, but moving on. Casillas was in goal, Layun, Felipe, Marcano, and Alex Telles across the back. Herrera, Danilo, and Oliver. Corona, Diogo Jota, and André Silva. Kevin, what did you think of the performance? What did you think of the game?
I thought it was very even, surprisingly enough. I thought that Rio Ave handled themselves very well, especially the first 10 minutes of the match. They came out and they played like they weren't scared. I think Porto played, showing them enough respect to know that they were a dangerous team. And we all know that Rio Ave is a dangerous team. Sam should know. Exactly, so Sam should know.
Peterson, you're so rude, man. Come on. Bring back bad memories.
Yeah, what the hell, Peterson? Anyway.
Shut up.
Anyways, we took the lead, and it seemed that we took the foot off the gas a little bit. And then, obviously, Rio Ave got those two goals. Yeah, and that was the most bizarre goal. One of the most that I think I'll ever see. I don't think he was really, in all fairness, I don't think he was waiting for that to happen. I don't think he expected it, to be fair to him. But still he should have at least punched it out, not, like, scoop it.
I don't know what he was trying to do. Yeah, I don't know. He was just being Casillas.
Yeah, Casillas being Casillas. Yeah. I know that Zach might hate him because he used to play for Real Madrid.
No. I'm a Casillas fan. He's one of the only players on Mourinho's reign who I actually respected through and through. So I mean, it's sad to see him decline like this. I mean,
it is.
It has been happening since 2012, I guess, since the Euros, really.
Yeah, and then the final with Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, that was just
cemented that. Yeah,
I mean, it's a good thing that like Ramos saved him. I mean, because that would have been just like awful,
crushing him. Yeah. All right, so then they cut the deficit, went in front.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, no, that's what I was letting you continue, Kevin.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought you were gonna ask me a question. I was gonna say.
No, I said they cut the deficit, went in front.
Yeah, so Rio Ave took the lead, and, I think that the official got it wrong all game long between both sides. It went both ways. He wasn't showing the Rio Ave players yellow cards, and there were some pretty hard tackles, and he was letting them go. And then I kind of wish he would have ejected Layun before he committed that penalty.
Layun, oh my God.
Because I don't think that we would have been in that situation, giving up a penalty. But who knows how the game would have turned out. But, Layun should have been ejected before that penalty.
But especially since he called the penalty and not give the yellow was so, like, it's so
He should have
weird.
ejected him.
Yeah, exactly.
He should have got the second yellow.
Yeah.
So, and then we came back, We battled.
Thanks to Alex Telles as well, which I told you guys that he was a
He
good
had a hell of a
crosser.
game.
I told you he was a
Yeah.
good crosser. People didn't believe me, and now
Yeah.
he's getting assists everywhere. So,
And well,
nothing. Go
I
on.
was going to say something. I didn't mean
No,
to cut you off.
perfect free kicks, I suppose. Something Nuno's been working on, surely, because
Yes, definitely.
3 goals with 3 free kicks. I didn't watch the
Exactly.
4th goal, so I don't even know what it came about. But
You missed a nice goal. Great play.
It's Rui Pedro. I don't need to watch.
Oh, okay. So anyway,
After going 3-2 up, it was basically game over, right? Did they bother you? After
I don't
that?
know about that. I don't know about 3-2 being over there. I was kind of like on the fence there because Ryuaf would just take the one play. They played a good game. They were good on the counter, and I have to point out that Danilo run back.
Yeah.
What a great defensive play that was. I don't care what team you support.
That was just ridiculous. And he like sprinted all the way back, and then he instigated the build-up too. That's just crazy.
William Carvalho.
You'll never see Carvalho do that.
Why do you keep taking shots?
Because I don't like William Carvalho. He's not better than Danilo.
That's like, they're like the polar opposite, just in terms of style. I mean, I don't care who you prefer, but they're like literally the polar opposites in terms of players, really.
You might want to elaborate on that.
Who elaborate?
One's fast, one's not.
Exactly. One's a turtle, the other one's the hair.
All right. He just muted his mic, by the way. I don't know if you did that on purpose, by the way, since you're new to this. But go on, Kevin.
So yeah, it was different to see 4 goals with the header that game. So I got to point that out too. So 3 goals on set pieces and 1 goal on the run of play. Great play on the last one. I was very happy to see that. But you know what? The officiating was a little bit all over the place, and it went both ways. Nadjak from Ryuav could have easily also got ejected. And some players could also pick up a yellow. But there's not really much to add besides it was a very good, very entertaining match, especially if you were neutral. Not for me because I was nervous and I was biting my fingernails. But, I give credit to Ryuav, and I tip my hat to them because they went to the Dragão and they played like they wanted the 3 points. So credit to them.
All right. You know what I just reminded myself of is that Ryuav have a very good player in Gil Dias.
Yes, they do.
Zach, do you know him?
Who's this? Gil Dias?
Yeah, he's on loan from Monaco. I'm surprised you don't know of him.
Sorry, what's his name again?
Gil Dias, yeah. Like, I'll write it down.
Oh, Gil Dias. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Gil. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I heard about it.
Yeah, Gil. Yeah, he's a good player as well. You might want to check him out as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin, how did he do? Was he a big player for Ryuav in that game, or?
Yeah, I thought he was. He was one of the best players on the field.
He got the penalty, right? He was one that got the penalty.
Yeah, he won it, right?
Yeah,
I believe so. Him, and I also have to point out Ruben Ribeiro. He also had a very good game.
What about Rodrick as well, by the way? Because I know that he left Benfica, obviously, in bad terms.
Yeah, because he was at Benfica. I don't care.
I was just gonna ask if he's starting to evolve as a player. Is he getting better?
Yeah, he definitely had a good game, and I think no, it wasn't him, but he did convert the penalty. But overall, he did have a good game. He was pretty solid defensively, I thought. So I'm surprised that he never stood with Benfica. I was always like
it was the Calvin play that just it was the penalty that he missed against Braga in the Taça, and then the Calvin play that killed him.
Yeah, but why are you having him take the penalties though like that? I mean,
that was the last penalty. Was JJ? What the hell can I tell you? It's JJ.
And the Calvin play that was always going to go in.
Shot he's taking at Sporting this whole podcast.
Look at that. He's taking. He's counting. He's counting them.
The Portuguese sniper over there. Jesus.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And he also has a dirty mouth too.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Don't make me swear. All right, completely lost my train of thought. Thank you. He's a good player. I'm surprised that Monaco didn't keep him.
Isn't he just on loan though?
Yeah, he is. He is. But I meant like he could have. He probably. I don't know. I don't know about
Monaco,
the wingers.
I think it's a good move for him because I mean I don't know if he'd start in this Monaco team. I mean, it's just incredible actually what Jardim's doing with it. I think he'll have a better career than another Monaco loanee, Alan Saint-Maximin, personally. But I think he should probably stay in Portugal for now, and we'll see what happens. I mean, he's still only like 20, right? So
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah, good. Great runs too, I think.
Yeah, and he's got a decent shot on him.
Yeah.
But I completely forgot what I was talking about. That's amazing. Thank you, Sam. Oh yeah, Roderick. We were talking about Roderick, right? Calvin
you're welcome.
Calvin plays his fall as well, because I think he could have approached it differently. But then again, it's.
Don't take credit away from Kelvin, because that ball
No,
was always
I'm
going
not.
in.
No,
That was a
don't take it.
fantastic strike.
Yeah, no one's taking credit away from him. I'm just saying maybe he could have stuck a foot out.
Not even your hero goalkeeper. What was his name again?
It was Artur.
Artur.
Bro,
Artur.
Artur completely gave you the first goal as well. Let's not. I can't even. Let's forget that.
Look at the excuses coming out now.
It was true. Maxi. It was. I think it was either Maxi or Artur on goal. It was one of those. I can't remember which one got awarded the own goal. But yeah, let's not even get into that. So, you signed Suarez and Kev. You weren't really that high on him, but it looks like the game against Braga might have changed your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I've always seen that he's a hard worker. He has a good work rate. I have to give him that. And, I think that, I was just lost my train of thought. Somebody has their camera on and it just distracted me.
It's
No, because I'm looking at the screen and I see it, so I'm like, is this Peter? I was like, who's this? I thought he was trying to show me something from Benfica, trying to troll me in the middle of a speech. So yeah, Swatch.
What a podcast! What a podcast!
I love being live. It's the best. Anything could happen.
Taking Swatch. Let's go. Yeah. What do you think of him, Kevin?
And I did watch a little bit of the the Braga Guimarães match, and I saw the header that he had. I had just tuned in. What a header! I couldn't believe it was already 2-0, but what a header! And then he had another chance that he hit the crossbar. I was like, if he works, I think he was like putting on a show for the Porto fans, knowing, and not only that, but like it's Braga Guimarães, like it's gonna have a decent turnout of viewers. So I think he was putting on a show, and then he knew that Porto fans were watching. So I certainly watched it mainly for the reason of seeing what Swatch could do.
And Hernani,
I was very,
don't
very
forget
impressed.
about Hernani.
Oh, Hernani was a beast.
I love Hernani. So, why did he join Porto?
Yeah, but I'd rather take João Carlos Teixeira because, like Peter, you know this. I've always been a fan of his. Even in the preseason, I thought he was great.
Why don't we play João Teixeira? Why don't we play João Teixeira?
Exactly. And then against Rio Ave, he got the assist on the fourth goal. What a cross! What a play! So I think he deserves more time. And it's kind of unfortunate, I guess, in a way that Brahimi's back from the African Cup of Nations so early, surprisingly.
So soon, yeah.
Yeah. So because I would like to see him get more of a chance. But with that being said, I don't know the extent of Corona's injury, so he might be getting some more playing time. He'll have to compete with Kelvin.
And he got injured just by himself as well, which is always bad.
It might be a groin injury.
Yeah, that always sucks. All right.
Actually,
go ahead,
Kevin. I want to ask you something about I think you've got this loanee Victor Garcia. Is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah, Nacional,
I believe. Yeah. And he seems pretty good. I've yet to establish whether he'd be an actually like top player or just like a mid-table player, but he could be the answer to Porto's fullback problems,
Yeah, and I have thought about him. I believe he
definitely
played
not
for
as good as Ricardo, but he's good.
But you might just have both. Sorry to cut you off, Kevin, but you might sell Layun and Maxi. So, and have those two guys in. I did tell you that he had a good game against Benfica. I told you that. I don't know if you remember. But go on. Sorry, you need to answer the question. I'm sorry.
about Victor Garcia, like I wouldn't mind him coming. Now, does he play right back also at Nacional, or is that left
He's
back?
a right back. Right back.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know his natural position was left back. So yeah, he's versatile on both wings. So I wouldn't mind him, honestly. I thought he's okay for Nacional. We do have another left back, Inacio. I think that he could be another solution for the left back position. Yeah, he was. So I was happy with what I saw. It was one game, so I can't really judge of anything. But I think that the future looks promising if we get Ricardo Pereira. We do have Alex Telge. So if we could bring in Ricardo, I don't know if Victor Garcia will ever come back. Honestly, I don't think so.
I think
he'll. You
Really?
think so?
He's part of a winning championship team. I think those players are going to get a chance.
I
don't
would be
know.
very surprised if you managed to keep Ricardo. I mean, for the past 2 seasons, he's been one of the best fullbacks in Europe. I would be very surprised if one of the giants, of the football scene don't pick him up. I mean, he's doing so well at Nice right now. Been the best fullback in France for me.
So there you go.
So they'll probably make some money off of him. But honestly, I don't really see Victor Garcia ever coming back to Porto.
He was good. I don't understand. He was good.
And I get that, but sometimes we don't
That's true. I know.
Like Kelvin, for example. You know what I mean? That's a perfect example.
Stupid.
Kelvin, yeah.
So
yeah, it's dumb. Yeah, I guess I can see that. By the way, before I forget, what I was gonna tell you about the Guimarães, remember? Because I told you to remind me of it.
Yeah.
Kevin.
yeah. Go ahead, Peter.
Right.
Don't forget to tell us about the Guimarães.
So I was
That's saved.
So what I was gonna say is that the first game that I went to the Luz and watch was against Guimarães, where Benfica won 2-0. Oh, John scored, huh? Remember him? So I was gonna tell you that their fans throughout the first 50-55 minutes were absolutely amazing. I was in the stand that they were in. They were above me. Dude, they were screaming for their club. They were amazing, chanting all the time. And as soon as they conceded the second goal, all I heard was SLB, 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 and you know what comes next. So I think that their fan base is brilliant, but I think they're too much of hooligans to really establish themselves as a very good. What's the name of it in English? I can't.
Decent fans.
A civilized club, basically, right?
What?
Yeah, civilized. Yeah.
Civilized, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What's their supporters group name though? There's
White Angels.
White Angels.
Yeah, I know they're the Guimaranenses, or is that what they call it? Or
I don't know. All I know is that they're White Angels, and I was at Guimarães games before. I told you that as well. I've been to 3 or 4 games. Their fans are amazing. It just really annoys me that there's so much of hooligans that they just undo their own work. Because inside of the stadium, they're amazing, and they muffled Benfica fans throughout.
Crazy.
And then when they started chanting, names against Benfica, everybody just started chanting campeões, and then they got muffled because of that. But it was because they forced the fans into action as well, which also why I think that Guimarães games are always cool, is because they really like to piss you off in that way, so they force you to be better as well. So that's what I wanted to talk about.
And I don't know why you're calling them hooligans. I'm sure you're in the stadium freaking taking apart the chairs and throwing them or something.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Nelson Semedo cannot do a thing. They just throw chairs. I don't think Zach knows about that.
No, tell me.
So Benfica played Guimarães, right? The second game, they played them twice. And Nelson Semedo basically did a shut up or you talk too much gesture. And they started throwing chairs at him.
Yeah, Peter threw one as well.
Shut up. I was at home watching that game. Yeah, they started throwing chairs at him.
That's crazy. They're coming at my boy. Semedo.
Oh my god! And it wasn't even a big of a gesture. It was literally shut up. You're talking too much.
Neymar does that every day, and at most he'll have a water bottle thrown at him. But damn, that's crazy.
They at their own chairs. You're playing at home and you're throwing your own chairs.
How can you throw your own chair?
Ask Peter, he knows.
Peter's in the
and I feel
You know, they've come up in the football
Calm
world.
down.
Not like
Yeah.
they've come up. They've got a lot of through the years they're starting to become one of maybe the best clubs to for top clubs to throw players at. All right, here's somebody, develop him. Hernani, Mensah, I think.
Bernard, yeah.
Well, Marega is like top scorer, right?
He was.
I mean, Otavio, he came up through Guimarães, right?
That was also because of Sergio Conceição that you really rate.
Yeah, I love. Let's just call him Sergi because I can't pronounce his last name.
Yeah.
And he's doing just incredible stuff at Nantes. He's really helped Amin Harit come to fulfill his potential, or at least start doing so.
Mm-hmm.
He's a top coach, and I actually like the new coach too, Pedro Martins, I believe.
Yeah.
But I just wish that he would start Miguel Silva, because I think that in terms of Rui Patricio replacements long term for the national team, there aren't many better. There might not be any better, actually.
No, and he saved a Pizzi penalty as well.
Yeah, he did save that penalty.
And he played awesome throughout that whole game. So yeah, I agree. Yeah. But that was what I wanted to talk about Guimarães before I forgot. Kevin, did something else happen besides the Suarez signing? Adrian Lopes went away on loan again for the 5,000th time.
Yeah, that's more like whatever. I really don't care, honestly. He's never really been there.
Sell him.
Waste of money. Waste of 11 million. You think Barcelona would want to buy him, Zach? These guys can take him.
Adrian Lopes.
You guys want? Yeah, you want Adrian Lopez? We can give him to you for.
And the Potre.
Yeah, and the Potre in a package deal.
Didn't he just leave for Villarreal or
yes.
Oh yes, I remember. I think he was at Atletico before, right?
Yeah, he played in the final against.
They stole our money. I want a refund.
He actually played in the final. That's incredible how someone as poor as Adrian Lopez could actually play a final of such stature. No,
that's because Diego Costa got injured.
Yeah, that's true. It's crazy because considering like how many great strikers Atletico have had over the years. Now they've got Griezmann. Before they had Falcao, and it just so happens that the one time the first time that they get to a final, Costa goes injured, and they've got freaking Lopez, But no, he's kind of a bum, honestly. Real Oviedo sold a lot of dreams. He was one of them, but Villarreal might be a good move. We'll see how he does.
Porto just need to get him off the books.
Sell him. Yes.
Ton of money. One of their.
Can I just ask one question to Kevin as well?
Yes.
There's been that rumor. I'm not sure if you've seen about Danilo going to Arsenal. Do you think it will happen this window?
No way, not a chance.
I don't see that happening. I
don't know, because Danilo has been a good player this season. Yeah, true.
Okay,
it's not happening.
I don't. See
wait. What player?
Danilo.
No, I don't see it happening because they've got Xhaka. Well, they do need a midfielder, but I'm not sure if they need a.
Not in January. They're not going to take him in January.
No, they're going to have to pay 20 something maybe for him.
No, 30 plus minimum. Yes.
How 25?
No. If William Carvalho's release costs 45 million, he's going for at least 30.
All right, maybe 30, but he won't go to Arsenal, I don't think. Maybe Chelsea if he leaves for England. I could see Chelsea maybe. But I personally think he'll stay at Porto for at least a good long time until he's maybe 28 or so, become a club legend.
No.
Nah?
I don't want that.
What would you do then?
Because I don't want that. Because he's a Benfica product and JJ screwed us over again. That's another shot at Sporting. He fucked up. Yeah, Jorge Jesus.
That's number 10 so far, Peter. Come on, man.
Yeah.
How many else have you? Well,
and he keeps swearing.
What did you say? Yeah, Bernardo. Yeah, Bernardo, Danilo.
That's probably the biggest one. That's honestly more heinous than Luis Enrique playing Adriano and Alba over Grimaldo. That's just heinous.
That's the worst.
That should be a felony in Portugal.
Say that he's gonna be a left back.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You might as
Yeah,
well
but anyway,
play
yeah.
Messi at goalkeeper.
All right. So nothing else did happen though. Am I right? Corona
Well, with the
injury.
transfers for
Yeah,
Porto
and injuries. Yeah.
and injuries, I don't know besides Corona, but
Yeah.
we
there you
did
go.
finally get rid of Abdullah. He went with
Oh my God,
What's
he
his-
left.
He
He was still.
Pereira.
Wait, he was still at Porto. I
I
didn't even know
didn't
that.
know he was there.
Yeah.
Mine was blown. I had no idea. All right.
I hope Walter is still in on the books. I hope he's gone. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you seen
God.
him lately?
He's so fat. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's not nice, Peter.
he's fat though.
You could just say he has a lot of kilos for a football player. Come on.
Or I could just say he's big boned. Why not?
Jesus. He's had depression issues,
I know.
so that's kind of like the reason why behind it. Peter, you are such a bully.
Yeah. As if. All right, let's move on to Sporting now.
The Kings of Lisbon.
For last off, I would say that Portugal's center backs have impressed me, but Martins Indi has probably been Stoke's best player this season. I followed them a bit, but
Don't
yes,
tell me that.
I'm sorry, but he has. I mean, to be fair, they've been under achieving maybe due to their talent, but yeah, I think he's maybe been their best player. Sorry to say.
Oh,
he was great in the World Cup. Anyway.
He was.
Anyway, I thought
Porto, he was
got a
shaky.
bargain. I thought Porto got a bargain at the time, but
Yes,
we
they
know
did.
how that turned out.
They thought he was absolute joke.
All right, so Kings of Lisbon, as Kevin wants to dub them, we're
The
on to
Leões.
Sporting Lisbon. Oh, sorry, Sporting Portugal. My bad.
No.
my bad.
Yeah, it's Sporting Clube de Portugal. Just like remember my receiver a little while ago?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Did you mean Sporting Clube Portugal?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, those that didn't know, like Kevin bought something and he's talking to the thing, to the TV receiver, is it?
Yeah, I
And-
had a new receiver replacement.
Yeah, and he searched Sporting Lisbon, and it said, "Did you mean Sporting Clube Portugal?" It's quite funny, but no, I meant Sporting Gijón, obviously. Anyway,
Gijón. Oh shit, Sporting Gijón.
I didn't think that was gonna be that funny, but all right.
That was from last week. He was like Sporting Gijón.
Yeah.
Fucking Sam.
All right. So, Marítimo. He didn't leave, by the way. He got disconnected. He's gonna join again.
Oh, we did? All
Yeah.
right.
Marítimo 2, Sporting 2, I think, right? The final score was this, right? Right, Sam?
Yeah.
All right. Just making
Why
sure.
do you make it sound so negative?
Because I don't remember who scored the goals.
That's dust.
Oh.
On the double.
Okay. Why do you even ask? Next time the Sporting
Bastos
scores.
one and Jolson the other.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna say Basdot scored.
Wait, what game did Bastos score that it ended up 2-2? Was that with Shavs?
Yes. Both
Oh,
times
all right.
as well.
I got confused. He's a beast. And again, how can you argue that he's not better than Slimani? But carry on.
Ugh, okay.
It's just opinions, Kevin. It's always gonna be opinion.
On
Yeah.
paper.
It's opinion based. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Rui Patrício in
What's your
goal.
opinion?
Skeloto Coates, Paulo Oliveira, and Marvin Ziegler.
What a he's ignoring me.
What did you even? What am I
I asked
supposed
you
to say?
I asked what's your opinion, and you continue with the lineup.
What did you ask? My opinion.
Again? Oh God, who's better in your opinion? Bastos or Slimani? And don't tell me the Sporting lineup.
Who's better?
I would say.
Zach's
Slimani.
taking over. Okay, Zach
Sorry,
took over.
I mean.
For me, it's Imani. I'm just saying.
Didn't you buy him after the World Cup, or right?
No, before that.
No,
Well,
before.
before that, really, right? That's how I found out about him, because he just impressed me at the World Cup. I think he's. I would just have to say Slimani. I'm sorry. I know Dost. Known him since his Wolfsburg days, but I think he's just too inconsistent personally. Like one,
Yeah.
you know.
Slimani.
Yeah, me too.
He's a great finisher too, and he's got like underrated hold up, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Slimani doesn't bitch. That's my biggest gripe.
To be
No,
fair,
he
Is
doesn't.
he
when-
does bitch.
Yeah, but not what. It's not the same.
Did you
way.
remember
don't
in
see
the
him-
World Cup when he scored and he went to the camera and
Yeah, but you
asked for
don't
more
see
money?
him. You don't see him like bitch.
I would argue that he's been the best center forward in Portugal. I mean, you could argue that this season. I mean, who's better? Maybe Marega, maybe Andre Silva. I would go with Slimani though. That's just me.
That's what I.
I mean, Dos. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh.
got you. We know what you meant. We know what you
Yeah.
meant because you were talking this season.
Yeah.
And you know,
Well,
I got my Greek god, so my Greek god is always number one. So sorry about that.
He
Um,
doesn't bitch. He just punches and kicks people.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that if people let me finish, but apparently I can't finish thoughts. Dude,
Look who's talking.
Slimani's got better finishing. He doesn't bitch as his own teammates like Vazdos did. Vazdos got helped out a lot by De Bruyne. The fact that he fights a lot more. The only issue is that he's a hell of a lot more aggressive, and if people did take action on what he did, he probably got banned for like 3 games, like every 4 weeks, something like that. So
I would take Slimani at Barca, by the way. I think he's like a budget Lewandowski, maybe. I mean, obviously to a lower extent, but he's complete. I think he's complete, and he's a great target man too.
I guess. All right, so now with the Sporting lineup, and I'm not ignoring you, Kevin. Okay. It's Rui Patrício in goal, Schelotto, Coates, Paulo Oliveira, and Marvin Ziegler across the back. Pelinha. Adrian in the midfield, Gelson, Bruno Cesar on the... No, wait, was it Gelson and Bruno Cesar on the wings, or was Bruno Cesar playing behind the striker?
Behind the striker, Prince.
Okay, so it was Gelson and Brian Ruiz on the wings, Bruno Cesar in behind Paz Dost. Sam, what did you think of the game?
I said this in the group chat, actually, that when he put Bruno Cesar behind the striker,
You
That
listened to the
improves.
podcast.
George Jesus listens to this podcast. That's the only reason why. And I was actually excited to see the debut of Joel Pelinha, and I thought he had a pretty good game. I'm not sure what you thought of it, but for a debut, he was. I actually quite liked him.
Didn't pay enough attention. Sorry,
Really?
I didn't pay enough attention.
I thought you were talking about him. I was like, okay, that's fine. So yeah, Schelotto back from his injury as well, which is another good thing because I really hate Ezegai, worst right back in the league. Just saying.
Can't argue that.
So Bastos, we've already gone into depth that he's a clinical striker, one of the best, if not the best, in this league at the moment. So the goal, the second goal, I thought for Sporting was a good goal, a good cross by Cesar Gelson.
Why did everybody say that was a Golasso? By the way, I don't really get it.
Because it was good control by Gelson. The finish.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't think it was like I saw Golasso and I was like, that wasn't really. I mean, it was a good goal, but like.
Y'all want to talk about a Golasso?
I'm talking about
Right,
Rafa.
Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Rafa's goal was amazing. Shut up.
It was a nice goal, but it wasn't a
It was-
Golasso. The goalie could have had it.
Zach, did you see the goal?
I did. Yeah.
What'd you think? Oh my
7 out
god.
of 10, maybe 7 out of 10.
Okay. See, that's better. So
Gelson, I think like they say in Spain, like maybe he has like pegado. It's like glued to his feet when he dribbles. Like I think that's what they call it, pegado. Yeah.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So
It's like he's got such great ball control.
speaking of goalkeepers, I'm just going to go a bit in depth here about Rui Patricio's game.
Terrible.
One of the worst games he's ever had for us, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
That first goal was that second goal was just like, what the hell?
Both of them. I was like, what are you doing? And to be fair to Beto, the last 2 games he played for us, he's been outstanding. Obviously letting 2 goals, but
None of his fault.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I would have started Beto in this game.
really.
Obviously, Rui Patricio, the Euro winner, he's always going to get that pick. But
Are you gonna put some 34-year-old guy over the 13th best player in the world, though? You know.
yeah, that's what I mean. But in all fairness to Beto, the 3-time Sevilla Europa League winner. So
Yeah, that's true.
He didn't
Oh,
play in
really?
the third game.
okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Did he play
That
against Benfica?
I think
Yeah,
that
he
was
did.
Mexico.
He saved penalties over the
Yeah.
line because apparently that's allowed him.
Can you remind me of the score, Peter, please?
0-0.
That was the.
Wait,
That was the
what?
Benfica one.
I'm done. I'm completely what?
That was the Benfica one. The next one was I forgot the next one. 2016 was Sevilla against
2-1.
Liverpool.
Wait, no, that was
Yeah.
like 4-3 or something, right? I'm
Basically,
done.
I was trying to take a shot at Benfica, but it didn't work because Peter didn't really understand. So, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
So, yeah, like I said, Patricio.
he made a great save against Lima. I'll give him that in the final. So
Yeah, that was great.
Yes.
And he did well, I think, against Dynamo Kiev. That was who they played.
no, Dnipro.
Oh yeah, Dnipro.
Was he not picked for the Euro team? He was Eduardo instead, right? And Anthony.
Yeah, it was Eduardo for some reason. Yeah.
So, the Chelsea legend.
I don't understand. I mean, obviously Patricio did well, but I don't understand why Lopez didn't start. To be fair.
Because Patricio had like the best season he's ever had, and
yeah, that's probably
he didn't make one mistake. Like he had good seasons,
yeah,
but he'd always end up like making one or two mistakes, like he has this season. The past season he was perfect.
But
he was.
I would say just overall, I think Lopez is the best goalkeeper in France. Just for me, he should be the future.
He's how old is he?
He's like 25, right? 20.
Okay, yeah. So he's still got a long way to go.
Yeah, he's still got some time. I mean, and he's a goalkeeper too, so it's not like he's wasted anything. Yeah, he's 26, turning 27 in October.
Fair play.
Yeah.
And there are some celebrations among the Sportingistas that Markovic has finally left the club.
I was gonna get into that, but okay,
Yeah.
I guess
I'm
you just
too
wanna
happy
jump on that.
to be asked that because it's just I'm glad he's gone. Honestly, he's awful. And
He's gonna join up with Mark Silva, right?
Yes, at Hull. I'm not sure if he'll start the next game though.
I hope the best for him. And now that he's left the club, the snake for 6 months. He was a snake for 6 months.
Yeah.
But
you're
happy about that.
Also, I think that there could be another transfer from Lisbon to England. It looks like Carvalho might be.
Oh yeah.
To, Liverpool, which to be fair, I think you could argue honestly that Palhinha has been like the best defensive mid. He's in Portugal. He's been such a good like destroyer. He just breaks up play so well. Maybe not as good like technically as Carvalho or even like Neves, but he's having a superb season.
I wouldn't be surprised if we sold Carvalho actually. So, but the thing is with the newspapers that it was always Arsenal. I think for about 2 or 3 years. Oh, William's definitely going to Arsenal.
I think it was like Liverpool Echo or something like that said that the interest is fake.
Yeah,
but I think the interest of selling him by Sporting is absolutely genuine. Because like I've told you,
I think it'd be a good signing for Liverpool. I think it'd be a good signing. I think Henderson is good at what he does, but Carvalho can do so much more on the ball.
I don't like William Carvalho, so I can never rate him anyway. So I feel like whatever he goes. Well, anyway.
Feza is having a much better season, to be fair.
Yeah, because Feza is the best Portuguese defensive midfielder in Portugal. There we go. All right. But, so Markovic left. You're happy about that.
There's one more, I believe, as well. I'm not sure if it's fully confirmed, but Elias to Atletico.
Oh, yeah.
Mineral? Is that how you say it?
Mineiro.
Mineiro, okay, there you go.
Yeah, but I know this isn't sporting news, but Vice President of Benfica, Fernando Tavares, has confirmed that Gedge is going to PSG, by the way, in case there was like any need of actual confirmation that has been confirmed. Sorry. Just popped up on my timeline. Sorry, Sam.
It's all right.
Yeah.
So, Elias leaving, which is I'm not sure what to think about that because in his last few games for him, he scored 2 and assisted 1. So
It doesn't really mean much, in my opinion, when the player is not performing well.
Yeah, but do we have another centre mid cover apart from Palhinha, who's more of a defensive midfielder?
You need to buy. I mean, I was absolutely dumbfounded when I saw Elias starting it.
Wait,
Brazil,
what?
You know?
Melly's gone. He left in the start of January.
He left already? I thought
he cancelled his loan. Where did he go?
I saw something, but I didn't think he'd actually went.
Yeah, it was official. He's gone.
Just play Ryan Gold then.
We have to call him back. We sent him out to Chavez, haven't we?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, really?
Still
Okay.
nothing's
No, I
official
swear
yet.
you did. I swear you did.
No, they
That was-
did, but it's not official yet. So
I-
until it's
I would actually
official,
like to see that, because I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks that we should we're out of the title race, let's be honest, just give some youth a chance to develop. So I'd be all for Ryan Gould having on the bench and coming on as a rotation. Even like, do you remember, we didn't lose a game until Adrian got injured, I believe. I
Yeah.
could
No.
be wrong.
you tied again
Real-
at least, and
yeah.
Iwav.
Yeah, or he got injured. No, what game did he get injured in?
Guimarães.
That's the one. We were 3-0 up, right? And then,
Yeah, but that's not his fault. I mean, you can't say that you capitulated because
No.
of him. So-
I'm just saying that Adrian is that like irreplaceable to our side that maybe getting rid of Elias, who is, I don't really rate him that much, but he's experienced. So it would have. I don't know. I'm really not sure what to think about this. I know most fans are happy because at first, when he first signed, like in 2011, 2010, maybe, and then obviously he was god awful, so we sold him straight away. And then we bought him back for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, it was because JJ wanted him.
JJ signings have proven to be a success this season.
And it was JJ and Bruno Carvalho was forced to make that buy, and he made that buy. So kudos to Bruno Carvalho, because he takes a lot of hate, but he did make that signing, and he didn't like Elias at all.
I don't think anyone really liked Elias at all in the sport.
I had no idea how he was starting for Brazil. I mean, he's just so average.
So I'm not sure I'm fairly sure you all might have seen this, that the president released a statement on Facebook saying that we are going to get rid of the dead weight in our team. The rumors, what were they? Douglas, Castaños, Andre, then Elias, Markovic, yeah, but they've gone. There might have been a few more as well, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Like I told you, though, I think bad management from the start, because only like one or two should have actually went to Sporting. I'd say Markovic would be, like, in hindsight, was a bad deal, but like at the moment wasn't. Andre was.
Let's be honest, though. He only got Markovic to get back at Benfica for signing Carrillo.
But
that's all there is to it.
But he was like a decent sign. Like, he wasn't something like nobody was predicting that he'd be that bad.
I disagree, actually.
But that's all right.
Because he didn't play the Liverpool, so I know it's Fenerbahce. He didn't have the greatest season at Fenerbahce.
No, he didn't.
But he's back with his old manager that made him into the prospect that he is. Sorry. So I think it's more Andre, Elias, Castaños, and Douglas.
Andre made sense in my head because we needed a backup striker, which is fine. Castaños obviously hasn't scored a goal in a year and a half. Obviously, definitely a bad signing. So yeah, Andre, I can't really fault that. The newly Edson, as George Jesus likes to call him. So,
that's so crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much it on the sporting front as well.
All right.
I think that Sporting just need to trust their youth, honestly. I mean,
I agree.
That's the biggest grip with JJ, though. He doesn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. So. That's why there's actually a chance of him getting fired, I feel like. They've also got this good striker I found when watching Sporting Youth 19, Rafael Leao, I believe. Good striker.
You have reminded me of a great point. Did anyone see Gelson Dalla, right? His skill.
Oh, yeah.
Where he made two defenders run into each other.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was crazy. So, sorry, continue with your point. That just reminded me.
No, I mean, it's crazy how much talent there is. I mean, even like Paulinho, they're bringing him back. Or they just brought him back.
Geraldes,
Podence.
Podence has been. I don't rate Podence as much as I did in preseason. I think he's fallen off a little bit.
Yeah.
But Yuri's been good. Yuri's been tremendous. Yeah.
Tremendous. Medeiros, yeah.
And I've been saying it for weeks. Start Mateus Pereira, please.
Oh my God,
please.
He's too good. He's like, I remember a few months ago, they didn't know who was better between him and Gelson.
Yeah, I know.
He's ridiculous. It's crazy how he doesn't get enough playing time. I mean, especially they've got like guys like Markovic, Joel Campbell. These guys will never be anything. I'm sorry.
Or they'll always be going away anyway because they're on
Yeah,
loan.
exactly. Mateus Pereira, he's got so much talent. He's Brazilian, I believe. I mean,
Yeah, he's Brazilian.
I think
he wants to play for Portugal as well, by the way.
Oh yeah, so it could
He's
be like one of
expressed
those
that.
Deco situations, you know, or Pepe, I guess. And that would be a good move too. But yeah, I think you could argue that he's Sporting's biggest talent, along with Gelshon, of course. But also, I recommend you to look at this kid. He's a regista or a medio centro, Bragança. I had a big long scouting report on him.
I'll link that to the guys, and I'll link that. I'll link some of your stuff to the podcast account so people can check it out, like Sam and Kevin as well. So
yeah,
So-
but the
sorry.
problem is
Sorry,
I think this is not just like with the U19s, but also with the first team. Is the coach really the right person to maximize their potential? I mean, Jorge Jesus has always been criticized for not doing enough with youth. You know,
Portuguese youth more than anything else.
Yeah, Portuguese youth, of course, and they've got these world-class talents here. When I saw Sporting's U19 side, I just saw a team playing a lot of long balls and not enough effective build-up, and I really think they need a new coach to get the best out of Bragança, but also their other players. So I think that's common in that's a big problem with Sporting. I mean, Sporting, they've got a ton of problems right now. They're deep in a lot of problems, but that should be one. They need to get the best out of their youth. I think if you trust in youth, they'll repay you.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's what's been happening with Vitória and Benfica. So they need to they need to go back to what they were. I think that's like the biggest issue is that they were doing that with Mark Silva and then just completely went away from it. But then again, we already discussed this in the podcast. And
can I just say one more point? Sorry to cut you off, Peter.
No, it's okay. I was done.
I missed one important thing on the match report. That Alan Ruiz scored a goal.
Yeah, talk about the goal. Yeah.
How did I forget that he was onside?
Yes,
it was ruled offside.
Terribly disallowed goal.
Oh my god, robbed again.
Yeah, just completely. The referee screwed up. But all right. But there's all right. So I also got the news that Assis is not going to Porto, supposedly because of his bad behavior.
Well, I saw that he was going to Braga, and that was pretty much confirmed.
No, like Porto's director of communication. I don't know if that's like director of communication. I suppose say that he had bad behavior, so that's why he's not going to join Porto. So
he's a bad boy.
That's weird. That's a weird thing. But we're running low on time, so Zach, I want to thank you for coming.
Thank you.
It's quite nice to have a young American talk about Portuguese football.
You racist, Peter. Get out.
He don't even let me finish my sentences.
That's fine. Yeah.
I was going to say a young American talk about Portuguese football when he has like no affiliation with any Portuguese people. It's not that common. So we're glad that you like our league and appreciate our young players.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was great having you on. All right. So Kevin's going to do the rundown of the scores, and then we'll be...
All right. Before I do this, I want to thank Zach again for coming on. Very well informed, by the way. Very, very well informed. Very impressed. I am.
I know.
And he's not even Portuguese, and he follows the league like this. So
and no Portuguese family, so... That's
exactly.
Yeah. I don't know any Portuguese at all, and I'd love to go to the country sometime. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's true. And Jota, not.
Jota. There you go. That was good. Yeah, you got it right. Don't worry.
I'm good. I'm improving. Yeah.
He's gonna start up his own class, Portuguese with Peterson.
Oh my god! Stop calling me Peterson. You're gonna get him confused.
Sorry, Peterson.
People are gonna get confused.
Peterson.
Oh, Peter Parker, more like it. I'm Spider-Man.
All right, here we go.
Just goofing off. Oh my god! All right,
let's start with Segunda Liga. And
Just
I have
top
to say,
5. Actually, top 5, bottom 7, by the way, because bottom, like the top 2 above the bottom 4 have a playoff match. I didn't know that. So, like, to see who stays up. So I didn't know about that.
okay, so you want me to do what?
Top 5, bottom 7.
Bottom 7, okay. And before I start, my fellow Santa Clara.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, Santa Clara got completely destroyed.
Peter, why you cut me off in such an important moment?
5-0. 5-0.
I'm not even talking about that anymore. That's the past. So, were you under arrest, Peter?
No, that's sick.
Oh, I thought you were under arrest, Peter. Sorry.
Okay, right. Santa Clara. Sorry.
So my fellow Santa Clarash out there, Santa Clara, was so close to getting a win against Academic, and we ended up getting a draw. Forget about second place; it's not going to happen. With that being said, let's go with the results. Santa Clara 1, Academica 1, Penafiel 2, Porto Menes 2, Braga B3, União 1, Academico 2, Porto B1, Aves 1, Guimarães B0, Gil Vicente 1, Vizela 0, Leixões 4, Covidade 0, Friamundo 1, Faf 0, Olhanense 0, Famalicão 1, Sporting B 1, Sporting da Covilhã 1, and Benfica B1, Varzim 2, with a ridiculous ejection of João Carvalho. Maybe he thought it was simulation, Peter, I think.
Nah, that's so bad.
All right, and the top 5, Porto Menes in first place with a whopping 56 points with only one loss all season. Second place, Aves 52. Third place, Academica with 37. Fourth place, Santa Clara with 36. And fifth place is Penafiel with 35. And the bottom 7, Académico de Viseu with 26 points with Sporting B. They're tied for 17th.
That's why he wanted to do the bottom 7.
Yeah, exactly. He never says anything until today. So
I told you I didn't know that.
I know. I told you that before, so don't make any excuses. Faf is in 19th place with 25 points. Leixões is 20th with 23. Friamundo, 22 points in 21st. And last place, Olhanense, surely getting demoted with 13 points. Next round, next jornada, Gil Vicente, Benfica B, Covidade Braga B, Guimarães B, Friamundo, Porto B, Leixões, União versus Portimonense, Académica Penafiel, Covilhã, Olhanense, Faf, Sporting B, Famalicão, Santa Clara, Vizela, Aves, and Varzim Académico. On to Liga NOS, Paços Ferreira 0, Moreirense 2, FC Porto 4, Rio Ave 2, Marítimo 2, Sporting 2, Aroca 1, Boa Vista 2, Benfica 4, Tondela 0, unfortunately. Feirense 1, Estoril 0, Belenenses 1, Setúbal 2, Braga 2, Guimarães 2, and Chaves 2, Nacional 0. Standings, Benfica in first for not for too long with 45 points. Second place is Porto with 41. Third place, Braga with 36. Sporting fourth with 35. Guimarães fifth with 34. Sixth place is Chaves Marítimo with 27. Eighth place, Setúbal with 25 points. Ninth place, Boa Vista in Rio Ave with 24. Aroca is 11th with 23. Belenenses in 12th place with 20 points. Feirense 13th with 18. Paços Ferreira and Moreirense tied for 14th with 17 points. Estoril 16th with 15 points. Nacional 17th with 12. And Tondela last place with 10 points. Next jornada, Boa Vista, Belenenses, Tondela, Chaves, Guimarães, Marítimo, Nacional, Aroca, Estoril, Porto.
Hold up. Zach.
Yeah.
You're making like a lot of noise.
Sorry,
An earthquake over there.
My bad.
I was totally like tuning that out.
Sorry,
I thought it was Peterson.
Oh,
Not sorry.
all right, sorry to cut you off, Kevin.
All right, Estoril Porto. They play on is Saturday the 28th. By the way. What's
Yeah,
today?
like every game is on Saturday, right? Because the final of the Taça da Liga is on Sunday.
Okay, so Estoril and Porto play Saturday at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by Sporting Paços Ferreira at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Then we got Feirense on Sunday. Also, Vitória de Setúbal Benfica. That might get canceled, right, Peter? Or rescheduled.
Most likely in case Benfica or Vitória de Setúbal go through to the final.
Okay, so most likely it's going to be rescheduled, but that game is on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then to close out the jornada is Rio Ave and Braga.
All right. So I want to thank Zach again for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I believe this was this your debut on the podcast?
I think it was my debut, yeah.
Well, there you go. That was a nice debut. You didn't have any nerves. Quite good.
Did a great job.
Yeah. You're definitely coming on, by the way, like later on as well. You did a great job. So
why don't you ask him instead of demanding? It's so demanding.
Oh my God!
It was Renato Sanchez's debut.
Yeah.
Yes. Finished off with a great goal.
Yes.
But all right. So people, don't forget if you could play on Tuesday. Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thursday. My God. Thursday. If you can play on Thursday against Moreirense for the semi-final of the Taça da Liga, so don't forget about that. All right, we'll be back next week, probably on Tuesday again. I think so with Alex, if he's still around by then.
He might have dropped more points.
Sporting might drop more points, and he's just gonna be like, "Nah, like lads, I'll see you when I see you." But all right, guys, we should be back next week. Thank you, Zach, for coming on.
Thank you. Obrigado.
Nada. Ciao.
Bye.
All right. Peace out, guys.